guided by the fighter mentor. Listen, there's a moment before the day truly begins. A moment where everything still feels possible, but nothing has been decided. It's in that interval that discipline reveals itself. Discipline is not a burden. It is direction under pressure. It's what remains when your mood shifts, when your energy drops, when the world tries to pull you away from yourself. It is a silent force that sustains the next step, even when everything feels unstable and keeps you from getting lost in the noise of the moment. If this is helping you, like the video, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel. Imagine a lighthouse on the edge of a dark coastline. The city sleeps. The sea asks for nothing. Still, the light turns. No rush, no spectacle, just consistency. That is focus, a light that does not argue with the darkness. It simply stays on until the shape of things begins to exist again. No rush, no confrontation, no need to prove anything. Just steady, constant, moving through time until what once felt unclear reveals form, direction, and meaning. Some people waste the morning trying to win the entire day at once. But the day is not something to conquer. The day is something to organize. First, the mind, then the rhythm. Only then does everything else find its place. Because when you try to solve everything at once, you lose clarity and direction. But when you align the beginning, the rest falls into place with less effort, less noise, and far more consistency. Mental health is not a decorative detail. It is the most sensitive gear in the machine. If it fails, everything grinds. If it aligns, work flows without force. Sleep better, breathe better, reduce the noise. None of this is weakness. It's maintenance. Now, visualize two scenes with me. Scene 1, the station before the first train. The ground is still cold. The sign flickers with a tired light. There's an empty bench, a coffee machine, and the distant sound of metal vibrating on the tracks. Someone arrives too early for the world and too late for the night. They're not waiting for destiny. They're choosing presence. That's the difference between being dragged and being awake. Those who arrive before the noise learn to hear what matters. Conscious productivity is not soulless speed. It is applied attention without destroying yourself in the process. It's knowing when to move forward and when to preserve energy. It's understanding that the body demands, the mind demands, time demands. Consistency does not make loud promises. It does something rarer. It delivers. It delivers on ordinary days. It delivers on bad days. It delivers when no one is watching. Now the second scene. Scene 2, the workshop with a half-open door. Late afternoon light coming through a crack, tools hanging, a wooden table marked by years of use. At the center, a small, delicate object taken apart, almost worthless to anyone passing by. But the person there knows there is time inside it, and time, when handled with care, can work again. That is mature discipline. It doesn't rush to prove anything. It works on what needs adjustment. No drama, no noise. It understands timing, respects its own limits, and maintains consistency even without recognition. It doesn't depend on high motivation or external pressure. It simply continues, steady, correcting course when necessary without losing direction. A tired mind doesn't need more guilt. It needs less intrusion, less excess, less comparison, less false urgency disguised as importance. There is strength in slowing down before breaking. There is intelligence in stepping back, so you don't lose direction. Not every pause is weakness. Many are strategy. When you consciously slow down, you preserve energy, avoid impulsive decisions, and maintain control of your path. Sometimes moving less now is what allows you to keep going later with more clarity and strength. If this is helping you, like the video, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel. Imagine an empty hallway in an old building. Dim lights, short echoes. Each step sounds louder than it should. That's what the mind feels like when everything inside it tries to speak at once. But it only takes a small silence in the hallway to change shape. Deep focus happens like this, not through constant tension, but through a clean decision. Now just this, no negotiating with distractions, no splitting attention, no room for the unnecessary. It's a simple but firm commitment that sustains itself over time and turns presence into real results, built without rush and without dispersion. Now imagine the next scene. Scene 3, the open window at dawn. A simple room. The city still lit in the distance. An open window lets in cold air. Someone stands there for a minute, without touching their phone, without rushing to check anything, just breathing, just observing. And in that small space, the weight of the day begins to leave their shoulders. The truth is this: clarity is not born from rush. It is born from space. Those who protect space protect their decisions. It's not about winning every hour. It's about not wasting your attention on everything that passes by. Attention is what decides direction before action even begins. When you feed what matters, everything else loses volume. When you stop feeding the noise, the mind begins to hear what is essential again. Breathe with me, slowly. Inhale, hold, exhale. Feel your body drop a level. Feel your mind ease off the accelerator. There's a strange peace in doing the basics well. It's not glamour, it's stability. And stability is what allows you to continue without losing yourself. Maybe no one sees when you choose not to scatter, but that's where destiny begins to change shape, not as a leap, but as a line that finally finds direction. Now one more image, short and strong. Scene 4, the light post on an empty road. A long road, no cars, just a single light post glowing in the night, marking a small part of the path. It doesn't light everything, only enough for the next step to exist. That's how discipline works. It doesn't reveal the end, but it guarantees the next move. And the next move is everything. Because when the next step is clear, the rest stops being a threat. If the world is moving too fast, don't speed up with it. Organize your mind like someone clearing a table before starting important work. Remove the excess. Leave only what helps. Those who sustain focus over time are not the ones who shout the loudest. They are the ones who know how to conserve energy, manage their state, and return without drama when they drift. You don't need to prove anything to the morning. You just need to show up whole. Choose a small light that fits within you today. It is enough to begin the path. Don't wait for perfect clarity or ideal conditions. What guides you is not intensity, but the consistency of that small light staying on. By keeping it steady, even if subtle, you move through the dark step by step until the path fully reveals itself. If you felt this, come back. Here, we don't collect noise. Here, we learn to remain. Those who remain change.